Hi guys, and welcome to our WWE Hell in a Cell. Yes, there it is. Prediction video.
Hold on a second. I'll be back in a second. I can hear something in my house. Just 1 second.
Yes, hi guys, and yes, Callum is with me in person. Yes, the first time we're doing a prediction video together in the flesh in over 2 years. Our last prediction video where we were together was Super Showdown 2020. And that was right before COVID, and here we are over 2 years later. Yes, I'm visiting Callum in Bedfordshire for a few days, and since Hell in a Cell is this weekend, I thought, what the hell? Let's do Hell in a Cell prediction video together.
Let's do a prediction video together in person. Yeah, it's been such a long time, and I love doing these videos. So.
Oh, absolutely, it's great to have you back as always, Callum. So yes, Hell in a Cell is this weekend, and I don't know. I'm not as excited for it as I should be. I feel like there's a few matches. I mean, there's some matches I think that will be really good, but I don't know. I think the same for Backlash. I think the hype for both shows has been very and I think we're kind of all waiting for Money in the Bank and SummerSlam and the UK show. So I think these are kind of just two B-level filler shows just to kill time, really, till we get to the good stuff, really. What do you think?
Well, I mean, me and you were both saying the other day, in terms of like WWE TV, and we watched Raw highlights together this morning, but it hasn't been, it hasn't been like amazing recently. And a show that doesn't have Roman Reigns on it, it's like, if he's like the top guy, then, why should we care about shows that Roman Reigns isn't on and doesn't care about and stuff? So, it feels like a bit of a filler, but it hopefully will still turn out to be quite a good show. Anyway.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell is usually a very good show. I mean, Hell in a Cell last year was really good with Lashley and McIntyre? Yeah, that was a really good main event. So Hell in a Cell matches are usually really fun. So yeah, let's get to it then, dear boy.
Let's begin with Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens. Singles. Just a singles match. Just Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I haven't got a lot to say. This feud's been going on since just after WrestleMania, where he came back as Ezekiel, not Elias, because he shaved the beard, the long hair, and he's now wearing different ring gear.
The guitar's gone.
So he's now Ezekiel, not Elias, and Kevin Owens constantly been trying to prove that it is Elias, and that's the feud. What? Ezekiel, just because I feel, even though I know he won on last night's Raw in like a tag team match with Ray and Dominic, wasn't it? I think it was, yeah. So, but Kevin Owens could win because he could do with a win after getting his ass kicked by Stone Cold at WrestleMania. But I think if Ezekiel's back as this fresh character, I think he might have a trick up his sleeve. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's an Elias thing during the match which distracts Kevin Owens and Ezekiel picks up the win. But I honestly don't really care. So, sorry, Callum.
Yeah, I feel like Kevin Owens can take losses. I think Ezekiel's a new character, ish, and but he hasn't really had it. I think yesterday might have been his first like clean win. He's been getting roll ups other times and DQs from Kevin Owens and stuff like that. So, I think why not give it to Ezekiel, and see where it goes from there. I really wouldn't care if this was a one and done feud, but I don't think it will be. I feel like like you said, something to do with Elias will crop in there or something. But yeah, I don't really care very much anyway. So. Unfortunately.
Okay, fair enough. So we're both with Ezekiel, yeah?
Let's go with a match I did last night. Theory, yes, just Theory, not Austin Theory, versus Mustafa Ali. Singles match for the United States Championship.
Okay, you start with this one.
Well, Mustafa Ali's back on TV again, which I suppose is interesting, considering he said he would never be on a WWE TV again. Yeah, I just don't think it's time to take it off Austin Theory yet, and I don't know how it would go. Obviously, I think Vince has set this match so that he can, maybe be in Austin Theory's corner or something, but it would be pretty underwhelming with the build-up that Austin Theory had up until he won the US title to make him lose it so soon. So, yeah, I think Theory, not Austin Theory, Theory to retain the US title.
Okay, yeah, I am going the exact same. I think Austin Theory will... I'm going to call him Austin Theory. I think Austin Theory will retain because he only recently won the belt off Finn. And I think Vince loves him. We saw that at WrestleMania. He's building him as maybe one of the next big stars in the company, maybe in the next few years, because obviously Roman's time maybe is coming to an end in a few years. So he wants the next big face of the company, and I think Vince thinks Austin Theory is that guy. We will see. So this is like a nice mid-card belt for him for the time being. It should be a good match. Ali and Theory. I'm sure I'm sure Ali will come very close to winning a few times. Maybe Austin Theory cheats, or Vince, like you said, Vince pulls off a few shenanigans. But yeah, I fully expect Austin Theory to retain. Yeah, so pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Let's go for. I think this one's not in. There's only one match that's inside Hell in a Cell.
There's usually at least two, isn't there?
Yeah,
two or three.
I thought this one was, but it's not. It's Bobby Lashley versus Omos and MVP. So it's a 2-on-1 handicap match with Omos and MVP versus Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, I knew this feud wasn't over. After Backlash, I knew because it's 1-on-1, there's going to be another match because Lashley won at WrestleMania, Omos won at Backlash with a little help from MVP. I just don't care about this feud, really. Bobby Lashley deserves better, if I'm being honest, but I get they're trying to make Omos this big monster, but it's just not working for me. Even though they've paired him with MVP, Omos just isn't that good. He's not a great wrestler. He can't cut a promo. That's why they put him with MVP. It's like, what's the plan with Omos? I don't get where they're going with him. But who's going to win this match? Probably Omos and MVP, because I think they've got the 2-on-1 handicap advantage, and I think Bobby Lashley will put up a good fight. He'd probably be focusing mainly on MVP. I think, but Omos will be trying to help MVP out, I think. But yeah, I think there'll probably be a bit of cheating going on. Maybe Lashley has the match won a few times, but yeah, I think Omos is winning, sadly. And Bobby Lashley deserves better, but yeah, I think Omos and MVP will pick up the win. Callum?
I'm not really sure where to go with this one. I feel like, Bobby Lashley only lost at Backlash because of MVP, more or less. Bobby Lashley's beat him in an arm wrestling contest. Technically, the steel cage match that was last week, Bobby Lashley won because Omos threw him through the cage, and so his feet technically hit the ground first. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think 2-on-1 advantage. Could they have maybe one more match at like Money in the Bank or something? I feel like maybe the MVP and Bobby Lashley stuff isn't finished. I feel like they could have a match themselves.
Yeah.
But then I feel like maybe that means that Bobby needs to beat Omos again. No, actually, I will go for Omos and MVP. Because maybe then Bobby gets his win back over MVP in a singles match at Money in the Bank or SummerSlam or something. But yeah, let's just go with Omos because I don't think that the feud's over, and Bobby Lashley in general has had more of a like a winning streak against Omos than the other side. So yeah, fine. Omos and MVP.
Okay, we've gone with the same picks all so far. Hopefully that isn't the case for the next few matches, but we will see. What's next, Callum?
Let's go with a 6-person mixed tag team match. So on one side, we have the new... Sorry, I knew this was the new club, if you like, Finn Balor, AJ Styles and Liv Morgan versus the Judgement Day of Edge, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. Shall we start with this one? Okay. Yeah, I love Judgment Day. I love this heel faction with Edge ever since it got formed after WrestleMania. I love it. I think it's a really cool thing for Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley to do, who were kind of floundering a little bit. I love Edge is just probably one of my favourites because I think he's the full package. Edge. He's amazing in the ring. He cuts probably some of the best promos in the company, and he never fails to deliver in the ring either. And I think this faction's not really more about... I think this is more about helping Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, because Edge is probably going to be retiring in a few years. But I think Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley have still got quite a long way to go, I think. So I think it's more about pushing them and maybe some other people who might join. So yeah, and I've enjoyed the feud. And obviously now AJ's got backup with Finn Balor and Liv Morgan because he's constantly getting beaten up. So Edge is already 2-0 up. Yeah. Obviously he beat AJ again. Backlash, thanks to Rhea Ripley. Obviously when she unmasked. I think this is going to be a really good tag team match. I'm probably looking forward to this match the most. Who's going to win the Judgment Day? I don't think Edge, Finn, and Liv Morgan are winning, sadly.
AJ, Finn, and
sorry, I got so many names. Sorry,
there are a lot of people. Yeah.
So I'm going with Judgment Day, and I think they'll win because I think one of the members of AJ's team will turn and join Judgment Day. So there'll be 4 members of them. I think it's going to be AJ Styles. Something's telling me AJ's going to be the one because he's been beaten twice now, obviously with help, but they went like proper clean wins from Edge. But yeah, he's been beaten twice. So I think he's going to cost Finn and Liv Morgan the match, and then he'll be, if you can't beat them, join them, as Randy said to the Wyatt family. Although he did eventually turn back on the Wyatt family, didn't he, all those years ago. But so yeah. I think thanks to and then at the end AJ and Edge will be like, ha ha ha, welcome brother, and then AJ joins the fold into Judgment Day, and then there's 4 of them. So yeah, well, should be a very good match. Yeah,
it's really I mean, they need to do something because AJ can't lose 3 times in a row, surely. But at the same time, this is the first time that Judgment Day will be together as a 3 against a 3. And I don't know. I can't see Judgment Day losing because then it kind of derails what they are. But then also you're killing Finn, AJ, and Liv if you have them lose again. I can't really see anything other than Judgment Day winning. So I will go Judgment Day, and I think maybe either one of maybe it's Finn even. It could be any one of those 3. Edge always tweets pictures of people on Twitter.
Ciampa and all that.
Ciampa, Corey Graves, Paige was on there at some point. I mean, it could be anyone really, but I suppose it would make sense for them to lose via one of their teammates turning to the other side. So,
and last night on Raw, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley got their asses kicked. So that's telling me the Judgment Day are winning this weekend. And where was Edge? Edge just wasn't there.
Edge wasn't there.
He wasn't even there. So both. So yeah, we've all gone with the same pick so far. Hopefully we'll go with a different pick soon, but we'll see. Continue then.
Right, I'm saving the one that I think is going to be the main event until after.
Save the Hell in a Cell match for the main event. Yeah.
But next up is a triple threat match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship between the champion Bianca Belair, the newly returned Asuka, and Becky Lynch.
Woo! Take it away. Go on. Who have you got and why?
I think I'm going to go for Asuka. Are you going to Asuka as well?
No. Go on.
Okay.
Can't wait to hear this. Go on.
I don't know. I just think Bianca doesn't need to have the belt. I mean, she's had such a good year, and Asuka, obviously, and actually, Bianca beat Asuka last night on Raw. It was only a roll-up, but Bianca still beat Asuka last night. And I don't know, something just tells me that we might have a little cheeky title change and it'll go to Asuka. I don't know, I'm just feeling it. I'm just, she hasn't had the title for, but then every time Asuka has a title, it's not, doesn't really have that. Yeah. I mean, it's not her fault, she just doesn't get booked the right way.
Yeah, her last reign with the Raw belt was rubbish, yeah.
Whereas I guess, Bianca does usually have... Asuka is very popular and she only has just come back recently. Yeah, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go Asuka. I don't really know why. I just feel like, maybe why not?
Well, fair enough. Okay. Bold. I'm going with Bianca Belair. I can't see her dropping the belt yet. This is her first defence because she's for some reason she didn't defend it on Backlash because she'd rather have her defend it against Sonya Deville on an episode, not on a pay-per-view. Okay. But I just think that she's one of the top women in the company now. We saw that at WrestleMania when she had an amazing match with Becky. She got the grand entrance, back-to-back wins at WrestleMania. probably one of the best matches at WrestleMania against Becky. And I just think she's regarded as one of the top women in the company now, up there with the 4 horsewomen. Well, maybe not Sasha anymore because she's she's probably going soon. Oh dear. But no. Anyway, I just think Bianca Belair is going to retain, because to give her that such a big moment and a big win at WrestleMania with the Raw belt, and then to have her lose it 2 months later, I think would just be a bit flat. So, yeah, I'm going with Bianca Belair. I think it'll be a really good match. Probably maybe match of the night if the Hell in a Cell match doesn't deliver, which I think it will. But but I think it's pretty straightforward. I don't think Bianca's dropping the belt to one of the bigger pay-per-views, probably Money in the Bank or SummerSlam. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I just thought it'd be a bit controversial. I thought it'd be a bit different because we had. We might go for a different pick for the next one, although I don't know. I suppose we'll see.
We will see.
Okay. Anyway, what I'm assuming will be the main event, since Cody is on the poster for Hell in a Cell, and it's the only Hell in a Cell match on the card. Singles match, the third of the trio of matches between Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins.
The trilogy. Yeah. Can I start this one, or do you want to start it?
Did I do the last one?
I think you did, yeah. Okay, I'll start this one then. Yeah. Despite the fact this is the third match between Seth and Cody, and I'm a bit confused because Cody's won twice now, WrestleMania and Backlash. Both were amazing matches, but Cody won both of them. One was clean, one was a cheeky roll up at Backlash, but both wins. So I thought that's it. But no, it's continuing again between Cody and Seth, and I'm like, but why? Cody's won twice now, so what? But okay, Hell in a Cell match. I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm sure there's going to be lots of weapon spots. It's going to be brutal. Maybe Cody will get cut open, because I know in AEW he loved matches when he was bleeding. So maybe he can talk Vince around and go, I want to spot where I bleed, Vince.
Possibly.
Okay. So we might see that.
You got it, Cody. You got it.
I think it's going to be a really good match, despite the fact it's the third match between Cody and Seth now on pay-per-view. And I loved last night, the big brawl on Raw, and Seth's promo saying, it didn't work in AEW, now you're back here, ooh, and all that. And that was such a cool promo, and Cody was just like, no. I came back for the money. But yeah, I think Cody. Yeah, I don't think Seth. I think it's a bit harsh on Seth losing, because he's lost a lot this year. But I've said this earlier, Seth is such a big star now. He's so good. I don't think he loses anything by losing. Like at WrestleMania and Backlash, I don't think those losses really hurt him. He's still great. He still has the great entrance, the gimmick, the laughing and all that. Yeah, very good. But yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a very good Hell in a Cell match. But I think Cody's he will win, and I think he's definitely going to be the favourite for Money in the Bank, where he will probably cash in on Roman at SummerSlam or Clash in the Castle. We will see, but that's a few months away yet. So yeah, Cody Rhodes, Callum.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes. I can't really see another scenario in which Cody loses. I mean, at the end of the day, even if Seth does win, Cody's already won twice anyway. So it's not like Seth wins the feud, because obviously 2 beats 1. And I can't see them derailing Cody's momentum, all these kind of things. You know, he's so hot at the moment. On Raw, they've got a countdown for when Cody Rhodes is going to come out. it's like a 2 hours until Cody Rhodes' music hits.
Adrenaline.
Woo! And I just think, obviously, I mean, Roman's next few challenges might be, say, Riddle, Randy, Drew, Cardiff and stuff, but Cody Rhodes definitely has to be a candidate for Money in the Bank. He's coming back from AEW and saying that, you know, he wants to be the champion, all these kind of things. Like they're not just going to forget about that. They're going to push him to the moon.
Oh yeah.
With the sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Popularity that he's got at the moment. And Cody will probably be the world champion by the end of the year, and I can't see them derailing that by Seth Rollins beating him. So I think it'll be a great match, because the other two have been as well. And obviously Hell in a Cell adds a different element to it, and they can have a different match with the two they've had, because I guess they were somewhat similar. So yeah, Cody Rhodes. I don't really think there's any way that there's anything different than that.
Okay, yeah, well put, yeah. So we agree on all the matches apart from the women's triple threat. But like we said, it is maybe a bit predictable.
Yeah.
Hopefully for Money in the I'm doing Money in the Bank with Laura, but look, we'll do Money in the Bank together. because it's one of the big shows now, isn't it? Money in the Bank. So yeah.
Well, it is not a Allegiant Stadium.
Well, it's not at the stadium, but I think it's big, definitely bigger than Survivor.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
Series.
one of the big five now, isn't it? It was
Well,
supposed to be.
I don't think Survivor Series counts anymore. Really, it doesn't feel like a big show anymore.
Yeah, it was a bit crap last year the way they set the matches.
Yeah, I think the big four now is Rumble, WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, and SummerSlam. And Survivor Series is like maybe fifth, so yeah, I'll be back on Zoom sadly because I'll be going back to Liverpool in a few days. But but I'll be back with Callum, Laura, and Liam. We'll be doing our Money in the Bank prediction video. Probably late June. I think that's early July. Money in the Bank. So late June, we will be doing our Money in the Bank prediction video. So yes, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for joining me, Callum. It's been I got on that.
Yeah, he got.
Yeah. So yes, it's great, isn't it? I held it for the first time. They are heavy. I respect those wrestlers. Jesus Christ! I respect the wrestlers who hold these because they are heavy. I mean, they have to hold. It's a few kilos this, and they have to. I'm enjoying this too much. Take it back on. It's like the One Ring, my precious. Okay, but ow. Okay, so yes, thank you for joining me, Callum. It's been a pleasure. We got to do a prediction video together in person. Hopefully the next one isn't too far away. Maybe. Yeah, no. we will see. So thank you all for watching, guys. We hope you will enjoy Hell in a Cell this weekend. And we'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.